What's up, guys? Bruno here, Bruno's Classic Car Garage. Well, finally got this 455 buttoned up here. I still got a few sensors and some plugs and linkage and that little trinket kind of stuff to finish up, but the engine is done. Finally. Got to get an oil filter. I still got to get plugs, wires, oil sending unit, water temp sending unit, and I need a grommet here for the PCV. Need a cap, and then I'm not sure here. I got to figure out what this is for. I think this had something to do with the pollution stuff. I think I'm gonna have to block that off. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty much done. I had to Cerakote a couple of shields on this side here. I can't put those, I got to get those on first before I put the one goes underneath the mount, and then one goes kind of behind the exhaust there, and then I can put the exhaust on there. So, but everything's kind of, distributor's not really in yet. I'm just getting everything mocked up, making sure I got all the right hardware and everything in the right place and stuff like that. But and I still got to replace these bolts here because the factory ones are kind of you can't even buy those. Nobody makes them. Where's the original one here? It's got kind of a funky design on it. See? It's one of these bad boys. It's a 7/16. Problem is the factory intake had some real long ones, and now I need all the short ones. But I'm going to blast these. I got to get some other ones off a couple other motors. I'll have to blast these and plate them and then replace these ones here. Because nobody wants to see, that type of hardware on a motor. It looks kind of dumb. Especially on an intake. Like up here it's okay because that's what they had from the factory. But other than that, that's about it. So it looks like tomorrow is going to be the day we're going to stick this thing in there. So everything is buttoned up, man. Got the dipstick tube in there. Probably going to have to make some kind of a little linkage in here for the return, or for the spring for the carb here. Return spring. And see this sending unit here, it's pretty gross. But that's about it. And I got to plate this one here. That's the nice thing about doing plating. This one here needs to be plated. And what else? Yeah, I got to plate all the hardware that goes here. Yeah, a few little things like that. But other, I'm just glad the motor's done now and we can install this baby. So I'll do another kind of video tomorrow or something like that, and hopefully we don't drop it on the floor or something, who knows. But yeah, so it'll be nice to see a change here on this thing, and then after that we'll have to do the exhaust, get all the wiring buttoned up here in the engine bay, get some power to it, and see how this thing runs. But yeah, I got the headliner ready here. I got it kind of in place, so I got to stretch it here a bit and clamp it all down here on the edge, and then start gluing that thing in there. But just got busy on the motor here, buttoning that up. So the dash is done, the wiring's done, speakers are in. Had to make some little brackets, see here. So those are done. I got the 6x9s coming tomorrow, I guess, for the back. And that's pretty much really it for the wiring in the car. I'm not going to put the dash pad on until I know all the electrical is good. Don't want it burning down. I've got all the glass in except for one. I'm waiting for one glass because it had chips in it. But everything, all the mechanisms and the glass are in everywhere inside. So that's all done. So yeah, there's been some stuff going on. I've been working on the rear bumper stuff too, a bunch of moldings and stuff that I had to recondition and fix and stuff like that. So, but I'll do a different video on that another day. I got the tank in too, so that's all done. I'll be able to run some Well, the fuel lines, the hard lines are done. I just got to tie it in at the front and tie it in at the back. And yeah, it won't be long now. I'll be able to see if this thing runs finally. So I think that's about gonna do it for this little video here. Oh, and I gotta look this thing up too, if somebody knows what the hell this is. Where is it? I can't for the life of me figure out where the hell this goes. Obviously there's vacuum hooked up to it. I'm not sure if this got something to do with the pollution shit again. I don't know. I think it's got something to do with the pollution. So I might have to eliminate this thing. Well, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll do another video tomorrow here once we got it in the car. Alright, talk to you later.